So my family has a cabin in Georgia that we share with my in-laws, and I love to go up there. It's one of my favorite places in the whole world, and I love to go up there because it's very peaceful, and it's just my place to go and to rest and reconnect. And one of the things that I love to do when I go to the cabin in Georgia is I love to work with my hands when I'm up there, and I love to do projects because a lot of my work that I do in the church, I do a lot of things that I never get to finish. I start programs, but then I have to hand them off to people, or I have a part in the middle of a program, but I very seldomly do I get to do a program from beginning to end. So anyways, I like to do projects when I'm in Georgia. And so one of the projects that I like to do is go outside and work in the garden. Because if I work on weeding a section of the garden, I get to, from start to finish, complete that job, and it gives me a sense of completion. And so that bit has really nothing to do with the scripture today, but I have to tell you that background to get to this next part. And so today's scripture was about having deep roots, and that it's important to have deep roots and to know what you believe and why you believe it, but really to have the deep roots. And so my kind of my story is about the importance of deep roots, and it ties back to the garden. So when I'm gardening, some of the weeds that I pull do not have deep roots, and I love those weeds because they are easy to pull up. It takes me nothing to pull them up. I don't even have to have gloves on to pull them up. I just go by and just very easily pull them up. But those weeds that have the deep roots, I have to work so hard to get out of the ground. So I put my gloves on, and some of them I can pull, and like their leaves will come off, but the root is still there, and I'll have to go get the tool, and I'll have to like really dig at them and like really work to get them out of the ground, because they have really dug down into the ground and like really worked to have those deep roots. And that's what we have to do in our lives. We have to be like those stubborn weeds in my garden in Georgia that drill the roots down deep in the ground and cannot be pulled up easily. We have to know what we believe, why we believe it, and we have to be rooted deep down into the ground, because it's important for us to have that in our lives. We have to be firm in our beliefs, and we have to know why we believe it, and we have to be strong in that. And so I encourage you to do things like develop a daily habit of reading the Bible, develop your prayer life, attend Grow Night classes when they start up in the fall. Our official kickoff night is going to be September 11th. We're going to have a wonderful speaker come that night, and then the next week the classes are going to start. So I encourage you to do all of these things in your life so you can develop those deep roots that are not easily pulled out, and so you understand what you believe, and why you believe it. It's very important for you to understand why you believe things, not just what you believe, but why you believe it, and to own the things that you believe. And so I encourage you to be like the stubborn weeds that I have in my garden in Georgia. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.